Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is the monthly reading for December 2021 for all of the signs. For the reading, I'll be using the Star Spinner Tarot deck. I will do a 3-card draw at the end as well, so stick around for that using the Muse Tarot and pulling an oracle card from the Sacred Traveler Oracle card deck. Just a huge thank you to all of my continued subscribers. For new people watching today, if you like what you hear, then I hope that you will give the video a like and think about subscribing. I would love to have you following me. Also, just an apology, I did not get to the mid-monthly readings for November. It was just a very busy time, so apologies for that, but I will be doing the December mid-monthly in a couple of weeks, and I've already started working on the 2022 readings for all of the signs, which I will also be posting, so check those out. If you're interested in a personal reading, obviously these readings that I put out on YouTube are general, so if you would like a more personalized reading, all the information can be found in the description box below this video. And for those of you looking for sort of more content, shorter content, more regular content, you can find me on TikTok. I'm at Changing Phases Tarot. All right, so I do hope that you all have a wonderful month, last month of the year. For those of you having birthdays this month, happy birthday to you all. And I look forward to seeing all of the signs in a second for the reading. Hi Libra, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. I have been shuffling off camera, but I will give the deck a few more shuffles. Here, what are the messages for Libra for the month of December 2021? And for the reading, Libra, I'm going to do a 10-card Celtic cross spread. I'll then pull one oracle card and end the reading with the 3-card spread, which is a yes or no answer spread, okay? So stick around to the end of the video for that. Okay, do one, divide the deck, and here we go. Oops. All right, you start off with the 6 of Swords crossed by the Hierophant. I swear, these cards have come out so many times. There's like a number of them that just keep showing up for a lot of the signs. I would say definitely watch not just your sun sign video, but also your moon and your rising. You might receive additional messages that way. So, crossed by the Hierophant. In the deep past, you have the Ace of Coins. In the recent past, you have the 9 of Wands. Crowning you, message from your higher self, you have Major Arcana number 9, the Hermit. Wow, you have 2 aces here. Ace of Wands in the near future. You appear as the 4 of Coins. Surrounding you in your environment or how others are viewing you, you have the 8 of Chalices, 8 of Cups. Hopes and fears, you have the Page of Wands. And the outbound energy, you have the 8 of Swords. I'm going to pull another one as a clarifier. So you have the 7 of Chalices. Okay, that's fine. That makes sense. All right, and bottom of the deck, you have as the overall energy, wow, this is the 10 of Coins. This is like the generational type of wealth. And beneath that, we have the Knight of Chalices. So you could be dealing with a water sign individual, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But yeah, there's something to do with like an offer. And this offer looks, you know, if we take these two together as the overall energy, I mean, this offer looks amazing, right? For both of these, I mean, the 10 of coins is like that generational type of wealth. It's, handed down from one generation to the next. It's not the type of wealth that you accrue overnight. It's, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of investing, handing it down, to your children, to the grandchildren. But it's extremely stable, very, there's longevity attached to it. So when we kind of put the two together, this Knight of Chalices, usually knights bring in offers, right? That's what they do. They go off on a quest, they bring back an offer. And this particular knight, he is like Prince Charming. He's the Knight of Cups, which has to do with emotions, right? Water energy, feelings, relationships. Sometimes he's Prince Charming. He can be a little dreamy. So on the negative side, he is slightly dreamy, but on the positive, I mean, it's an offer that, not only is it going to make you happy, it has staying power. There's longevity attached to it, great potential, a great amount of wealth. So there's something coming in. I mean, and it's kind of like repeat messages here, because you have an offer in the deep past, you have an offer in the near future, you're hoping for news of an offer, so it's like there's offers showing up throughout the spread here. And the offer could be, in the area of love, with that Knight of Cups showing up. Could definitely be, a new job coming in, a new job offer, a new way for you to make money. Could be like a new business venture, some sort of offer like that, because we have coins and wands, which both speak of, the work that you do, the money that you earn. So there is offers coming in here. But, and why I sort of said, I was laughing at the end here, because you had the 8 as your outbound energy, the 8 of Swords, which, you can see she's surrounded by swords, wearing this very loose ribbon across her eyes, really representing like this mental prison, right? It's swords energy, so it's air, has to do with our thoughts. It's the suit of the mind, so very cerebral energy. It's also communication, how we get our thoughts across to other people. And so this is really, in her mind, she is trapped, but she's only trapped because, she thinks she's trapped. I mean, look, actually, she has wings, right? She's got like talons or claws there. I mean, she's half person, half bird, right? She could easily fly and get out of here, right? The opportunity or the way for her to do that is right there. But for whatever reason, she feels stuck. So there's, it's a self-imposed or type of prison, you feel stuck, but you're not really. You need to kind of look at the situation a bit differently, or, realize that you're not stuck. It's just, the thought might be going around and around in your mind, but you're not actually stuck. And when I pulled the clarifier, it's the 7 of Chalices, which is like, it's a need for you to focus, right? It's sometimes this one is obviously depicted quite differently, but usually the 7 of Chalices, you'll see the different, 7 cups, each cup representing something that is, attractive, appealing, something that you desire, something that you think would be nice, and there's like one cup with riches in it, another cup that's full of water, representing, a relationship. So whatever the cups are, they're all sort of up in the air. So it's a very scattered energy, and it's just like, oh, that would be nice, or that would be nice. So when the card shows up in the reading, it really represents like a need to focus your energies, focus your attention on one of the cups. And when you do that, that's your holy grail. That's the offer coming in. That's what you're going to, be focused on. So there's something, the message with the two of them, there's a need to focus, and there's a need to get out of this, thinking that you're trapped. You're not trapped. You're not stuck. There is a way out, right? You just have to choose the cup that, you know, is the right one for you, that is your holy grail, and move, go after it. And when you do that, you know, then we see he's holding that chalice, he's holding it, and there's great potential surrounding it. So you really are not stuck, right? Okay, going back, I know I sort of jumped over there, but that was coming through first. So center of the spread, Six of Swords crossed by the Hierophant. The Six of Swords is, so it's more swords energy, more air energy, and it represents transition, right? It's, yeah, and you actually, I just noticed here, so you have both of the transition cards showing up in your spread. So there's movement, okay? There's the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups. Both of these represent transitioning out of one phase into another. They do have slightly different meanings. I'll get to both of them, but they both represent transition. So, you know, you're moving from something to something else. In the case of the Six of Swords, we typically think of it as, you know, leaving behind choppy waters and heading into calmer waters. So you're leaving behind a more difficult time or situation in your life, and you're heading into a calmer time or better situation. It can be mentally moving on. It can be physically moving. So you might actually be moving. Obviously, we have the boat here. They're on the water. So you might be traveling by boat, traveling by water, traveling to somewhere that's, you know, near water, traveling across water. But there's movement. And what can help or hinder it is the Hierophant. And this, you know, the Hierophant, he's associated with the sign of Taurus, so you might be dealing with a Taurus, but it really has to do with, you know, those large institutions that follow the, you know, the procedures and the ceremonies. So we usually think of him as representing like large religious institutions like the church. It can be a large educational institution like the school system or university. You might be going back to university. You might be, you know, getting a new job, working at a school or at a university. This is you getting brought on board, you getting the contract, right? You becoming part of joining into this larger organization. So there's a transition here. You're transitioning, and what can help that is this, you know, this new place where you are, or new opportunity, new contract. This is what's helping you transition and helping you, you know, move from this one, you know, the choppy waters into the calmer waters. Now, the Ace of Coins, for some of you, you have already experienced this. It does sit in the deep past. And, you know, aces are blessings from the universe. You can see here, the universe extending its hand and offering this, in this case, this big coin. So it's, you know, it has to do with the material realm. It's the job offer, that tangible, you know, job offer coming in. It's the start of a new cycle. So beginning, you know, to work at a new place. It's a new job offer. If it has to do with a relationship, then it's one that is very solid, one that has growth potential. Yeah, it's a big yes for you. So you could have already had this new offer come in. And then in the recent past, this Nine of Wands, you know, it shows that there might have been one last obstacle for you to face, one last thing for you to take care of, one last hurdle that you needed to jump over or, you know, get through before being able to complete the cycle, you know, accept this or start this new job or begin this, you know, transition into whatever this new thing is. There might be something that you have to deal with here. The Hermit crowning you. The Hermit is also, you know, the Hierophant can be like a spiritual, like a leader of the religious church. The Hermit is a very spiritual figure, right? The Hermit goes off up into the mountains, retreats, takes time out to really ponder, right? To listen, to go within, to listen to his intuition, seeking that spiritual guidance or knowledge. The Hermit's also He's associated with the sign of Virgo. So we have Taurus here, we have Virgo, so both earth signs. But he's a very spiritual. So you might be tapping into, or, you know, you might be interested. That's what's coming through. You might be interested more, or showing a greater interest in spirituality, or understanding how to listen to your intuition, with him showing up. And it's interesting because in this deck, I'm just going back to the Hierophant here, you can see he's holding the 2 keys there. So it's like he is the gatekeeper, you know. So what could help or hinder as well with this transition is, you know, him opening the gate. So getting that, yeah, sure, come on through. He's holding the keys there. So he is this, you know, person who can open the door to a number of other opportunities for you. Again, and then spirituality. I mean, that's definitely coming through with those 2 cards showing up in the spread. The Hermit, you know, he's also in search of truth. I mean, he carries the lantern, you know, representing sort of that inner light, that, you know, listening to his inner guidance, the intuition. But he's also a seeker of knowledge, of truth. And he's also moving, right? He's moving. That's why you can see he's carrying the staff here. So he's sort of walking along. There's movement with him as well. Now, the near future, this is the other offer, right? The other Ace of Wands. So could be the new exciting job offer, could be a new project for you. If it's a new relationship, it could be the beginning phases of the relationship when everything is very exciting and passionate. It, you know, could be very passionate beginning with somebody. And it's also a yes card, yeah? So kind of double message there. Now, you showing up as the 4 of Coins. 4s in the tarot have to do with stability and foundations. Sometimes with the 4 of Coins, there can be like a preoccupation with, you know, your finances. And it's sometimes referred to as the Miser card because it's, you know, it typically shows a person clutching their coins and, you know, not wanting them to get away from them. And so they run the risk of turning into like this miser figure where they, you know, they hold on to the coins so tightly that they make the energy of the coins, or, you know, the money, the material possessions, become stagnant, right? The energy needs to flow. So need to work hard, earn money, spend money on what we need to spend it on, try to put some aside, but there needs to be, you know, this flow of money coming in and out here. So you could be definitely focused on your finances. That could be a focus on the home, your foundation, the money that you're making. Is that enough for your home, your family? There's a preoccupation here with the finances, with your material possessions. And you do have another, like I said, a moving on, this transition cards of the 8 of Chalices. And the 8 of Chalices, it differs from the 6 of Swords in that it's, you know, it really represents, again, this deck shows it quite different, but the traditional tarot has the cups, they've all spilled out, representing that, you know, the person, for whatever reason, those cups do not contain anything that, you know, brings that person joy or happiness, fulfillment. And so even though they are not sure really what lies ahead, they know that they have to move on. They know that they cannot stay where they are. So there's a moving, right? A heading towards, a heading off in a new direction, turning your back on a situation, a relationship, and moving forward. So that's how either, you know, what's going on around you or how others are viewing you. And you're hoping for, again, I mean, this sits right next to this offer, you know, and I always view like the, you know, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. I view them as similar energies in that, you know, this is also news coming in here, right? News about a job, about a project, Could be a younger fire sign individual. Yeah, could be like a younger, more mature energy. Could be a child, right? Your own child. But fire energy still. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And this person is very creative, very good at thinking outside of the box. And very, very good at what they do. So they're good at coming up with the different ideas and, and ways to do things. But it does sit right next to it. It's like offer, you have the offer coming in. So there's another message of offer. So I would say, with the 2 cards there as your outbound energy, there's a need to focus. There's a need to focus on whatever this offer is, after you've done the soul searching, you've decided it's the best thing for you to do to move on. You're transitioning into something brand new, right? With all of these aces and offers coming in. But there's a need to pick one. Yeah, there's a need to pick one. And once you do that, that will get you out of this 8 of Swords mentality, right? It will move you out of that, and it will get you into this new energy, open you up for the new energy of these new opportunities coming in. I was just looking at the numbers. So we have 2 9s, we have 2 aces, we have 2 8s. As we have quite a few like 2s of things. 2s represent choices, decisions in the tarot. Can also be balanced, but so there's definitely a decision. That's what's going to move you out of, as you head into the new year. That's what's going to help you. Okay, so make that decision and move forward with it. All right, let's get you an additional oracle card. One additional message for Libra. Okay, that one. Okay, that's funny, yeah. I'll take this one. This one flipped first. So you have impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Let me read you the key points about this card. But I think it's tying in perfectly with the reading. So it says, there is an area in your life regarding relationships, business, finances, health, or your life path that needs to be evaluated. Perhaps a new route is needed. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, if you reach an impasse in life, instead of protesting that it's unfair or unwarranted, change your course. Do it quickly and easily. Instead of focusing on what is not working, focus on what can work and what steps are needed to create a different outcome. This is the sign of a sage. The Hermit is a sage, right? Yeah. The wise one views an obstacle, and if it's impossible, he immediately steps back and goes in a different way. Therein dwells the sage's success. Whatever the obstacle in your life, and you have that here, right? The final obstacle that I said you might be facing with that 9 of Wands. You have learned what you needed to learn. Now back away and choose a different path. So yeah, that's what I was saying with the last 2 cards here. I mean, there's this reflection, but there's a decision you need to make. So once you make that decision and, okay, I'm heading in this direction, once you pick one of the cups, once you go with, one of these opportunities here, then the impasse, will be no longer, right? There will be no impasse. But there's reflection involved. There's this sort of thinking about, which direction you want to head in. But you're definitely, once you do that, I mean, there's a great deal of success and abundance surrounding this. So it looks positive. All right, let's get to the last part of your reading. So we're going to be doing the 3-card spread. So while I shuffle, I'd like you to formulate a question. Okay, so whatever question you would like an answer to. Then I will pick the 3 cards. you will choose the one that you feel has the answer for you. Okay, and I will give you a yes or no answer. Okay, let's divide the deck. Okie doke, here we go. So, card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. If you went with card number 1, you have the 5 of Voices. This would be a no. Okay, this is the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords, it's a card of conflict. It's a card of, winning a battle, but at what cost, right? Who did you have to hurt in the process, or who hurt you in the process? So it's, it is a card of conflict. So this will be a no for card number 1. It is air energy, so might be an air sign involved here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but no for that one. If you went with card 2, yes, this is beautiful. So you have Major Arcana number 3, the Empress, and she is, besides being like the Earth Mother, she is a number 3, which does speak of growth and expansion. She's associated with the sign of Taurus or Libra, or Taurus and Libra. So you might be dealing with one of those. She's also, she gives birth to things. So she gives birth to new ideas. She gives birth to projects, right? So this can be like within the workplace. It's you giving birth to new ideas or projects. It can also be, actually giving birth. So there could be a pregnancy involved. You might be finding out about a pregnancy, whether this is your own or someone around you, but great growth potential. Yeah, she is very abundant and really bringing, making things, bringing things to life here in the physical realm. So a yes for that one. If you chose card number 3, yeah, this is a big yes as well. So this is the Knight of Materials, or Knight of Pentacles. And out of all the knights, he is the slowest moving. Earth energy has to do with the money that we earn, right? It's our material possessions, our home, our family. He's this slow and steady wins the race energy. So it might take him a while, but there is, longevity attached to whatever offer this is that he's bringing in. And again, knights bring in offers. So this could be an offer, a new job offer. We already had that showed up in the spread a number of times. So this is the offer coming in. And he would be yes. So again, you had card number 1, no. Card number 2, yes. Card number 3, yes. All right. Well, I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of December. Bye for now.